Okay, welcome to the second recording of this, because the first time I did this, well, I got a couple of things wrong because I was going so fast and I didn't really think about it. But anyway, let's talk about stuff that was going on for the past couple of days, week, month, whatever. Let's go. So, I ended up cutting my finger. I thought the cut was a lot worse than it really was. Turns out not to be that bad, but for a while, when I was telling people, I told them to cut multiple fingers. I only cut one. I chipped my nails a little bit with the knife, apparently, but other than that, I'm fine. Some tiny pieces of my flesh ended up falling out my finger when I was changing bandages. Not much, like pieces the size of grains of sand. Very little, but when I told people this, I was saying it was chunks because I was in panic mode still, and sometimes I still believe when I'm changing out the bandages. But anyway, I am good now. I'm good. Anyway, so yeah, the other day, someone in the neighborhood ended up getting shot. I don't know how many times. The first time I recorded this, I said 20, even though I could have sworn that when I heard it, it sounded like it was 18 or 13. But who cares how many times someone got shot because they got shot? They were rushed to the hospital, and I do not know if they're still alive, and they might be. I don't know. It happened 2 days ago. Anyway, the neighbor's dogs ended up getting out of the yards twice. One time because a hole they ended up chewing through our fence, which I found out because of the hole chewed through the fence. It was also sagging, so that was fun. Also, I ended up recording the sagginess. Here you go.
Hi there. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I know you're the neighbor's dog. I'd prefer if you didn't pee on the tree. Okay. Let's get you back to the neighbors.
Actually, no, it won't be released because I ended up having the camera pointing down the entire time, so you won't be able to see anything. Okay, I'm a dummy. Anyway, the second time the dog got out, they actually made it into the front yard, which leads to a very busy very busy street, and I was worried the dog might end up getting killed, so we ended up getting neighbors to get the dog pulled back in, and after it being cornered in between the fence to both of our backyards because, well, he was scared of me. And another neighbor ended up coming out to help get the dog dragged back in. Then I had to talk with this other neighbor. She seemed sweet, but she also seemed a little crazy because while we were having a discussion, she talked about how 30% of the population of Earth should be wiped off, clean off the map to handle to take care of overpopulation. And I was just thinking, this might be a possibly crazy woman, and I need to get away from her. Also, she's apparently Canadian. That's all that I remember from her, other than some stuff that she said that I can actually agree with. Like, if it's not a part of her life, she's not going to judge other people for having it in theirs. Which, yeah, I can respect that. Though it does actually depend on what they're doing. It's like, if they're shooting heroin in arms 24/7 a day, then yeah, no, I'm gonna judge. And then probably, I don't know what line it is to get them to a rehab center, but probably get them to do that. Anyway, let's see here. The neighbor's dogs are actually quite large, so until the holes in the fence get patched up, because they're still there, I'm being very cautious to let the tiny puppy out against those big dogs. One seemed to be very afraid of me, which was the Doberman. The other one, I don't know what it is because I haven't seen it through the fence yet. Seemed to be much more aggressive, and I'm worried that one might actually try to bite my dog's face off. Anyway, I also discovered that there's been some people that have been throwing balls into the backyard for some reason. I don't know why. I found out after I stepped into some of the glass. Luckily, I was wearing shoes at the time. Unfortunately, now I had to let the dog. I had to keep a very tight leash on the dog whenever I take him out, so that way he doesn't end up cutting his little tiny feet. Anyway, I was also gifted the game of Gunfire Reborn, which you're probably seeing in the background right now if I'm actually using that video footage, because Survivorcraft ended up giving it to me, and me being the greedy son of a gun that I am, decided, you know what, yes, I will take it, and I'm not going to give you a chance to get a refund, because I am going to play for more than 4 hours, so haha, no refund for you, and I'd really like it. Thank you so much, Ethan, for getting it for me. Anyway, and besides that, I hope 2 people learn how to play VR earlier. Oh, by the way, next hopefully tomorrow, if I can actually get this recorded properly and done in time, I'll be uploading a tutorial on how to play DMVR on desktop controllers, along with the link in order to the Discord server. Make sure to tell them that D-Tone the Press sent you. Anyway, what else? One see my dad's pants fell down and ended up dragging the bottom of his underwear down, which I didn't realize until my mom pointed down that his pants fell down. Then I looked over to him and noticed that his underwear fell down as I was looking at him, and then I saw his old man butt. There was a point where I was trying to help my dad doing dishes because, well, dishes need to be done. And because my finger was injured and I didn't want to risk getting an infection because the dishwasher gets very, 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 very dirty whenever we're cleaning, my dad decided to help me. As we were doing it, he looks over to me, notices the fact at the point where my finger was overwrapped because I thought the cut was much larger than it was. It wasn't that large, but at the time I thought it was much larger. In fact, it was also being wrapped around so tightly that it was turning purple. I ended up loosening it after we did dishes because I needed to change the bandage, and that's when I realized, oh, the cut is not as big as I thought. I did cut straight through my entire finger. I just only snagged a little bit off the end. It's still attached, mostly. Grains of sand just fell out is all. Anyway, so he looks over at my finger and then jokingly says, "Are you flipping the bird off of me?" And then I look at him going like, I was holding up 2 fingers, so I wouldn't do that. But if you want me to flip you off, I can. We laughed and then we continue doing the dishes. Let's see here. What else? No, that's it. That's it. Okay. Well, that's everything that's been going on for the last couple of days, and also probably because of the gunshot thing, I'm not going to leave my house for another week. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will try to upload the DMVR tutorial video tomorrow. I have not started it yet, but I'm going to try to rush it, because that's a good idea. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope that I didn't stutter too much. And, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. See you all later. This was much longer than the first recording, but I got in more detail and didn't exaggerate. Yay!